First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect and the sincere Akiyam. Pushing this word, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Your brother Mayim coming to you with another lesson. This is an article from the dailymail.com about basically these pastors and these preachers is being exposed for taking a marching orders from the government. And there's plenty of articles, plenty of brothers did videos on this topic, but I'm just going to bring out a few precepts to support my argument about these pastors and these preachers being false prophets and getting their marching orders from the powers that be. It says, religious leaders told, prepare now for Bible-changing UFO disclosure, right? But we already know about what scriptures to go to teach our congregation about the so-called UFOs, man. There's countless videos on YouTube, on whatever, TikTok, any social media platform of the prophets' views on the chariots, man. It says, influential pastors are claiming that they have been told to prepare their followers for shocking revelations about UFOs, which may upend belief in the Bible, right? And the only way you can upend someone's belief in the Bible if they're not a part of the elect. And we are not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. We know his plans, his plots, and his schemes. He run the same play up the middle every time. But the children of Israel are Sodom's children, and they follow after these false, these for-profit preachers because they glamorize the word and they make it easy for you to digest, right? And the government know that, and they grease their pockets, man. They got something called a 501c3 charter, which is basically a gag order. You see, but the men of the Lord, the prophets, get their downloads through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The scriptures talk about the Lord revealing his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. Read this next paragraph. Matter of fact, I'm done with the article. It's already obvious who these pastors get their downloads from. But who did Peter and the apostles get their downloads from, right? And let me get this, Acts 5. Acts 5 and verse 29. Now this is the account when Peter and the apostles were thrown in prison for basically preaching Yahweh Shai. And when they got confronted about preaching Yahweh Shai, they stood boldly before the council and told them this is who they get their orders, their marching orders from. It says, Acts 5 verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men. Who? We ought to obey God rather than man. They don't go into no smoke-filled room and sit down with the Edomites and get their marching orders from to basically deceive their congregation. You see? Let me get another one. Now let's see who Ezekiel get his marching orders from. We're gonna go to Ezekiel. It's a random chapter. And see who Ezekiel was getting his words from. Let's go to 3. Here we go. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel. And we know this roll is this knowledge, wisdom, his understanding. You see, that's who Ezekiel gets his marching orders from. You see, let's go to Amos. See what Amos get his marching orders from. It's just random books that we're gonna go to. It says, thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions. Amos 2, thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Moab, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he burned the bones of the king of Edom. Let me go to this. Thus said the Lord. Thus said Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Not thus said Esau Edom in a smoke-filled room. It says, here go right here, Amos 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you have I only known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. So the Lord is only dealing with the children of Israel, man. He's only speaking to the prophets of the children of Israel, man. He's not speaking to the whole world, man. And What did let me go to Esdras. What did second Esdras 15? See where he get his downloads from and his marching orders from. It says, behold, second Esdras 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. You see? What's the word prophecy means to say before, right? Which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. So we don't get our marching orders or our instructions from Esau, Edom, man. The scriptures talk about trust not thy enemy. Let me get that real quick. Trust enemy. It says, faith shall flourish and corruption shall be overcome. And the truth that have been so long without fruit shall be declared. And that's what's happening right now. These passages are being exposed as for prophet preachers who get their downloads and their instructions from Esau, Edom. It says, Ecclesiastes, Sirach 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. So we already know not to trust a one word that come out of Esau, Edom's mouth, man. We know exactly all the scriptures to go to basically give you a vision about what the chariots look like and what the angels look like. We know that's it's not no little green men with these big eyes, big black eyes inside of those chariots, man. When you read Ezekiel, I think it's the second chapter, it gives you a description about Ezekiel as well. Zechariah, the 5th chapter, multiple scriptures, man. When you read 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, it talk about a mountain-sized chariot. We know that when the Lord return, every eye shall see. When you get this real quick, not just nobody in a smoke-filled room with the secrets of the chariots being revealed. Every eye shall see when Yahweh Basham Yahushua return, man. It says, Revelation 1, verse 7, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall well because of him, even so Aman. So when Yahweh Basham Yahushua crack the clouds with his chariots, thousands of heaven, every eye shall see. Not just in a smoke-filled room with a few pastors and the chariots is being revealed or who they are. No, when the Lord return, every eye shall see. So I just wanted to bring this little lesson out about who these for-profit pastors and preachers is getting their downloads and their marching orders from. And it's basically from Satan, man. Because that's who rule the world right now. They say the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. So we know Esau, Edom runs the governments, runs the churches. These for-profit preachers are taking their marching orders from Esau, Edom. But the men of the Lord, we get our downloads through the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yahushua. So I pray, I hope this lesson was edifying. Till the next time, Shalom.